I think the environment has been changed.
What we're saying is have a heart.
We've got to be able to regenerate our
There'll
conduct.
be people who are kind, people who are cruel, but that's life. You can be bigoted about things. I'm fine with that.
But then there seems to be still this divide, and I was told that the army is a great equalizer. Has that been your experience, that you've gone into the army and different social stratas of society mix and feel equalized? What's your experience, Eugene?
Personally, when I went into the MT, of course, it's a great equalizer. All of us have to shave our head on the first day.
Okay.
Like whatever educational backgrounds you come from, whether it's like JC, Poly, or IT even. Yeah, so I can say from that point, it's a great equalizer. And yeah, beyond that, we also suffered. You can call it suffered for 12 weeks. And yeah, you can make good friends and really learn to interact with people of different
backgrounds. Did you make friends with the Ganbangs, with the Malays, the Indians? Of course, they spoke English as well, but was there, what kind of a experience was it? Did you keep your own group, or you had no choice, you had to mix around?
I think to survive, right, you have to really mix around and not just keep to yourself. Because like through like route marches and all the different trainings, you're just born with them naturally.
Okay. And how about you?
For me, my experience was quite similar to Professor Tan. My batch was actually all the JC people, but I guess even within the JC strata, you still have people of different personalities that you have to work with, that you have to deal with. Some more difficult than others, but at the end of the day, there is actually that bonding that we all speak of, and no matter how apprehensive you are going to the army at first, at the end of the day, it still becomes okay, yeah. And you actually enjoy the experience and you make good friends.
What were your feelings before you went into the army?
I was very apprehensive and scared.
Okay.
Yeah, but I knew that I had to go in, so I just like mentally prepared myself for it after my A-levels. And yeah, the first few days were a little tough, but after that I think it just got better.
Okay, let me put the question that we had from Gabriel. If you had the choice, okay, not now, but if you had the choice at that time, Xavier, would you have volunteered to go into the army? You would have volunteered? How about you?
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Okay. Would you have volunteered?
No.
Okay.
You did?
Okay. Did you do national service?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry, I left you out. What was your experience?
Okay, I think.
And would you have volunteered, first of all, to do national service?
No, I wouldn't volunteer.
Okay, so
But
not many people would disagree with the feeling about national service. But the only thing is that if so many people would not have volunteered and only one out of the group, then we would never have an army, we would never have a defense force if it was left with just volunteering.
Well, I don't think that was an absolute statement. Yeah, I don't think it's an absolute statement. I really beg to differ. I really do beg to differ. I think, you know, just an example, in World War II, when the Japanese came, there were you know, Singaporeans who rose up to the occasion and tried to fight them as well, and they were not professionally trained.
You see, when you talk of a country under attack, I think people have to defend themselves. But out of the 7 men here, okay, 6 have said that they will not volunteer. So conscription may be the logical choice for Singapore.
Is it a moral choice?
We can go into that later, all right? But I want to give Ellen Go a chance. What was your experience during the time? You would have been the same time as Professor?
yeah, I think I had exactly the same feeling as his. Waste of time.
Okay.
The government got nothing better to do.
Okay.
Why don't they pay people salary to go and fight the army? So I went with the wrong attitude.
But they do pay them. The conscripts get paid, right?
$90.
How
No, it's only 1,000 now. But your time, okay, your time. All right.
Per month.
Now how much is it?
Now it's like, during my time it's like 8 to 1,000.
Okay, and it's even more now, right?
Yeah, it's even more.
Okay, so money was not there.
But money was small also.
Money was small, and then I was forced to go, then I wasn't prepared to go. So I wasn't fit. So when I went in, I really suffered. Then I hate every bit of it. Then always say it's a waste of time. So I was with the wrong attitude all the way. And then
all the way meaning through BMT, basic military training.
And then because of this attitude, I got injured. And then because of the injury, I was downgraded. And then I had to be...
You didn't do it on purpose.
I didn't do it on purpose. It's just that mental stress, okay, you go through. And partially it's attitude, I think. So that once I got injured, then I was downgraded. I was sent to do clerical work. Then I felt, that time I felt that this is a girl's job, women's job. We shouldn't be typing. You see the attitude that I had. So this is a girl's job. So there also there was military forcing you to do certain things in certain way. Even when you are in clerical clause or a cook or something, they force you to do certain things in certain way. After a period of time, 1 year, 1.5 year time, I had even considered thinking of faking to be mad. Okay, and then there was a guy who was having this from a mental health institution certificate, teaching me how to fake. So what happened is, one day I was climbing up the steps carrying some files, and then I tripped and fell, twisted my ankle, was swollen. So I thought, good, I got a long MC. Then the guy said, you go and tell the doctor that you are really stressed, you want to die, and all kinds of stories. So I followed the same script. I went there, the guy said, relax, sit down. The doctors are all very young guys, in the army. They're not the experienced ones, so he panicked. So I followed the script. Then after he sent me to, then I went to this place, there's a clinic last time at Maxwell Road. They don't send it to Woodbridge, they send it to this clinic. So I went there, there's an experienced doctor, I think his name is Dr. Tan, very experienced guy. And he asked me some strange questions when he was interviewing me. And then he asked me a simple thing that, have you got married, children, very odd questions he asked. I think it's a way to ask this question. After finishing, he made me wait. He said, okay, go for lunch. I'm very hungry. Then he went to eat. Then he said, come back. I wanted a way out. So I said, let's continue the drama. So he came back, I continued the drama. Then at the end of the day, he said, young man, I'll tell you one thing. Okay? You are able to handle stress at a level you won't know that you can do this. I'm telling you now.
Because he was testing you.
He was testing me. He said, I put my 20 years experience. You can do things that you cannot imagine. But why are you doing this? So I give you two things. I give you a letter. Have you transferred out to another unit? So you go out from this unit to another unit. And I give you a medical certificate for 3 days to rest and think about it. So I took these two letters, I went back, and I went back to my army mate, who was also downgraded because of injury, but not faking. He wanted to do very well in army, but he got injury. So that guy was telling me, why are you always saying wasting time? Why don't you look at it positively and see what best you could do? And his name is Winston Go. I think he's a turning point in my life. Until today, I don't know, I'm looking for him, I cannot find him. So I changed my attitude, and I changed the way I do the work.
Winston Chu.
No. Winston Go, sorry, Winston Go. His name is Winston Go. And what happened is, it was a turning point, and I began to produce things so well in whatever I was doing.
Okay, how long were you in the army at this point?
At this point, I was 1 year plus.
So you only about 1 year more.
One year more.
Okay.
So that was a turning point. And then looking back now, that is the one that made me very strong. And today I can handle multiple tasks like what the doctor said at one time without any problem. And the stress that I go through the army has made me become stronger. In fact, I was a crybaby. Today I don't know what's the meaning of crying. I only cry when there's
so now you're mean and hard and tough.
I'm toughened. That is the thing that army does.
But did you continue to serve as a clerk?
Yes, after that they put me as a clerk. They didn't transfer me out.
Okay, you didn't request to be transferred out?
No, I didn't request. The injury lasted for some time. The recovery took long time.
Okay.
It lasted even after I left army.
Okay, Alan Goh, it looks like you had a positive experience in the nick of time.